Salt bridge. Salt bridge is usually an inverted U-tube. This is an inverted U-tube. This U-tube filled with inert electrolytes like potassium chloride or potassium nitrate or ammonium nitrate solution. Okay, how to fill this salt bridge with this inert electrolyte? To fill this, first you have to take inert electrolytes in a container, right? See, for example, if I am taking potassium chloride, right, after taking this potassium chloride, then add some amount of water, then the mixture, this solution becomes aqueous potassium chloride solution, aqueous potassium chloride solution. So this salt you have to dissolve in the water to become aqueous potassium chloride. Then you start heating. Once you start heating, you have to add a small amount of uh, agar agar or gelatin. You need to add agar agar or gelatin, right? So after heating, this hot concentrated aqueous solution mix with agar agar or gelatin. After that, you need to cool the mixture. Cool mixture. After cooling this mixture, right, so this mixture you have to fill in salt bridge. So this is your salt bridge, inverted U-tube. So the mixture, whatever you cool, the mixture you have to fill it from here. After filling this, you need to plug in with a cotton. You need to plug in with cotton. It avoid the diffusion of this mixture. Now let us see working or functions of the salt bridge. Now let us see functions of salt bridge. Here, without salt bridge, what is happening? First, you need to prepare a Daniell cell. So Daniell cells consist of two compartments. Left compartment act as an anodic compartment. Right compartment act as a cathodic compartment. In anodic compartment, zinc metal rod act as an anode. In cathodic compartment, copper metal rod act as a cathode. At anodic compartment, oxidation of the zinc metal ions take place. Oxidation of the zinc rod. So at anodic compartment, zinc is converted into zinc ions and releases 2 electrons. That means oxidation reactions take place at anode. Similarly, at cathode, here the reactions take place. Okay, now here the zinc ions, zinc is converted to Zn plus 2 and releases 2 electrons. This zinc ions release inside the electrolytic solution. Zinc ions release into the electrolytic solution. Now let us see in this electrolytic solution is a zinc sulfate solution. This zinc sulfate solution already carries zinc ions and sulfate ions. Okay, Zn plus 2 ions and sulfate ions. Right. From this metal rod, due to release of zinc ions, the concentration of zinc ions increase. That means due to release of this zinc ions, the zinc ions from metal rod move into the electrolytic solution and increases zinc ions. Zinc ions carries positive charge, and this positive charge develop or accumulation of the positive charge around this anode or metal rod. This accumulation of positive charge prevent the flow of this electron from metal rod into this cathode. From this metal rod to the cathode, due to accumulation of positive charge here, it prevents the flow of electron from here to cathode. Similarly, in another compartment, during beginning of the reaction, what will happen? This electron travel. During beginning, the electrons travel from here to here, from anode to cathode. Here in cathode, these cupric ions gain the electrons from the anode. These cupric ions. So what is happening here? Cupric ions gain the 2 electrons from the anode. It converts into copper metal. That means copper metal deposited at the surface of the cathode. Copper metal deposited, right? So here beginning electrons are released, but after some times due to release of more amount of zinc ions, the positive charge develop over the surface of the uh, anode. These positive charges prevent the flow of electron from here to here, from anode to cathode. Similarly, here also, due to accumulation of cupric ions into copper, so cupric ions concentration decreases and sulfate ions concentration increase. Due to increase in the sulfate ion concentration, negative charge accumulation or development of negative charge over the surface of the metal rod increases. So here positive charge increases and here negative charge increases, right? This difference in the positive and negative charges which prevent the flow of current or flow of electrons, right? Flow of electrons stop. Then in such cases you have to insert a salt bridge. While you are inserting the salt bridge contain inert electrolyte like a potassium chloride. Salt bridge contain inert electrolyte like a potassium chloride, aqueous potassium chloride solution. So in this aqueous potassium chloride solution, potassium chloride dissociates into K plus and Cl minus ions. Right. Now here in this anodic compartment, positive charges develop. Right. Due to positive charges develop, to neutralize this condition, from this potassium chloride or inert electrolyte, chloride ions means negative ions travel into the solution. Negative ions travel into the solution. Similarly, in this compartment, negative charges are developed. These negative charges are developed, neutralized by the positive charge from the electrolytes. So salt bridge release negative charges to the anodic compartment and positive charge ion into the cathodic compartment, so that this inert electrolyte or salt bridge neutralize the both compartment to make a complete circuit. Once neutralization is completed, then it start the flow of electron from anode to cathode. Flow of electrons to anode to cathode. Okay. Next point. Second major function of the salt bridge is it complete the circuit externally. Second point, salt bridge prevent the intermixing of the two electrolytic solutions. Intermixing or diffusion of the two electrolytic solution. Next point. So it prevent liquid-liquid junction potential. Liquid-liquid junction potential means due to zinc sulfate ions, here positive charges develop, and due to here sulfate ions, negative charges are developed, right? So here positive charge and here negative charges, okay, due to this liquid and due to this liquid. So this liquid-liquid junction develop without salt bridge, but after inserting the salt bridge, this junction no more there, so that it prevent the development of liquid-liquid junction potential. Okay, so liquid-liquid potential means the potential differences arises between the two solutions. The potential differences arises between two solutions. Next point, it prevents the transfer of the solution from one compartment to the another compartment. The transfer of this solution from one compartment to the another compartment. So these are the some functions of salt bridge. Okay, thank you.